Okay, this is pretty exciting. There's some speculation in here, but there's also some data mining and a little bit of like putting two and two together that might make a little bit of sense. I want to walk you through my theory that I think the Blood Knight class for Diablo Immortal is being released this month. I think we're getting some new content. Let me walk you through here and tell you why. First and foremost, okay, currently in the game, the current theme of the new Battle Pass is pure blood. It's blood sworn. You get blood sworn armor. There is actually an event coming to the game on the 15th called the Hungering Moon Weekend event. You see lots of blood roses in the background. This is going to be like a kind of a red moon type of event. So I'm assuming we're getting more like, you know, it's a blood moon basically type of theme. Okay, on top of that, we know class changes are coming, and they were very particular in letting us know class changes are coming this month on the 20th, which is bringing alongside it other additional content. So they're bringing class changes for the new people to get hyped about the new content as well coming to the game while they're adding a bunch of blood theme. Now you might be thinking, okay, well, how do you go from class changes and blood theme to suddenly you think a Blood Knight class is coming to the game? Well, I think they're preparing us to get people to be able to transfer to that new class and monetize and hype up the new class. Because if you look back here, there was previously, this is on Diablo Fans, Blizzhead did it as well, or Wowhead I should say. There's a bunch of different websites that data mine this, and the Diablo Immortal Blood Knight class has been data mined. They found skills partaking to an entire match of matching all the different skills for a Blood Knight class, including Blood Suck, Bat Troop, where you have, it's sort of like I've read through this, you get a mix of almost like necromancer abilities and like a dark blood paladin type abilities. You get like blood summoning and you know, siphoning and all of that, but there's also some pets type of situation you get. And you can go through and you can read through all of this if you want. But if you put the two and two together, here we basically have a battle pass that's all about blood. We have an event, the Hungering Moon, coming up over the weekend, where they're releasing new content following that weekend on the 20th, right after we have the Hungering Moon event, okay? And everything's all blood themed. We have data mine Blood Knight, and then we have for a new class, Blood Knight, and then we have class changes so that people can get hyped and excited about the new class. Think of it this way. They told us previously that class changes were going to be periodic and implemented throughout the game, but they were kind of a little gray about when exactly they're coming and how they're coming. I think it's because they're going to do class changes every time they drop a new class, and a new class is going to be the way they make the content in the game. Basically, it would be easier to drop new bosses and just kind of put in new Helicore here, new content now and then there, but it's easier to add in classes and new heroes into a game than it is to add in tons and tons of constant in-game content and stories and things like this. Look at most gacha games, for instance, they make more money off of implementing new heroes in the game where people will rebuild them, etc. I think this is one of their monetization strategies, while on top of it not being a bad thing for us. I think new classes would be fun. I think a Blood Knight class would be awesome. I think if you even look at the cosmetics in the game, the blood cosmetics in the game are actually pretty good. They remind me of Path of Exile a little bit. I had a Path of Exile character where I bought about $200 or $300 worth of cosmetics on it, and it looked actually kind of similar to this. This is sort of what that cosmetic sort of looks like to me. So I can see a world in which we live where you have all these blood-themed things going on. Look at this. You got the rose. If you look at this, the Battle Pass has actually got like this blood-themed rose, right? If I move my camera real quick, you can see that. It's got like this blood-themed rose, which is in the same theme as if you actually look at up here with the Hungry Moon. You got the bloody roses and all that are flowing around here too. If I pull this back up and show you here, look at this. You got the bloody roses there in the background, etc. This is all sort of on theme for me. It would make sense, and it would actually start to make sense to me personally as a creator why they've explained things the way they did to us, where it's like, hey, class changes will be coming. We can't tell you how. It's not, and they didn't answer, is it a system in the game where like we go talk to a vendor? Like, how is it? None of that. What we get is it's coming to the game in periodic times with updates. Well, they probably would want people to be able to experience new classes and be able to change into their new class right when they drop the new classes. Because, I mean, how many people are going to re-well and re-buy all their stuff again? They're just not going to. But they might regrind the new legendary items while carrying over all of their progress already. So this is a little bit of tinfoil hat. And it's all speculation, except for the data mine where we actually have like visual indicators, we have skills, we have all that. You can go to the website and see the data mine for yourself if you want. But putting the rest of the pieces together, knowing the 20th, we have the class change plus other additional content. And they've been very clear about stating that the content is accessible to free to play. It's going to be completely accessible to free to play. Well, new classes would be that. When you make a new class, that would be free to play. It'd be pretty much that simple. So that's my tinfoil hat for today. Love y'all. Let me know what you think about this theory. Maybe we'll see a Blood Knight. And if it comes in the game, would you play Blood Knight? I actually think I would.